Hello, and welcome everybody. Welcome back to the world of Flim Flam. I have to turn my keyboard camera on. Don't mind me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Hope you had a great day. You know, I'm waking up later and later as time goes by. That's how it works. Like I said, pretty soon I'll be starting at 8 p.m. and then 10 p.m. and then 1 a.m. and then 3 a.m. and all of a sudden I'm starting at 5 a.m. and it's normal. It's like a normal day. And that'll go on for a little bit. But here we are. Here we are, everyone. If one of you could please, and I mean, oh gosh darn please, share this to the Gooboberti Collective Facebook group, I'll give you an imaginary golden Zagnut. Here's a taste. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Yeah. Well, hey there, Pete. Well, that's how it works. That's how it's always worked. My little schedule shifts over bit by bit. They keep inserting new items in the shop here. They keep sneaking them in. I really recommend these trees and brambles. The spring bundle, I think it was. I already have both, but yeah, the spring bundle has these awesome rooftops and a ton of trees. You get green, brown, and then the dead trees. But there's 1, 2, 3, 6 different trees of each type. And then the bramble bush. Hail, Kevin. Red turrets. This is where I got my red turrets from, by the way. If you're wondering where I got my red turrets from, look all the stuff you get. This is a pretty cool lamp. Barrel. The green thumb bundle, I don't have that one. I don't have that geodesic dome. I think that would be pretty cool from time to time to use. There's so many options though, you know? So many options. Don't forget about that clandestine skin available. That's what I have on my weapon right now. But here we are, 6 p.m. Rockin' and a Mac rollin'. I think from now on I will let you know roughly when the next stream will be in a post. So it's not as mysterious. I like a bit of mystery, but you know. Hell there, Julie. Yeah, but the trees are totally worth it. Totally worth it. And the bushes are wonderful because if you have an object where you can kind of see the bottom, if you have a bush there at the corner, it'll hide. It hides weird gaps. You know? You don't want to see the bottom. Yeah, those red and black tires are pretty. Or the red tires with the chains around them. Small, medium, large. You can stack them. Pretty awesome. Okay, so my first task was going to be to head on down into the Lucky Hole Mine. You heard me? Lucky Hole Mine, Mackenzie. We have a problem right now, though. It appears like we have a problem. Let's try to clear out that problem really quick. The problem is you. What you gonna do? Probably have some weapons in here somewhere, perhaps. Trying to clear out the problem. Carry weight issues, you know. 342, what it do? I probably don't have traveling pharmacy on, you know, whatever. Boom. I might have too many chems. I have 92 stim packs. Where'd that come from? Okay, so let me just pop out of the armor for a second. Alright. And then I'm going to hop on down to a vendorb, if I could. If I pretty please. Yeah. Not that one, though. This one. All kinds of upkeepy sort of things. And I would love to keep a log of what's really going down. I would love to. If you know what I mean. I would love to. 1 second. Alright. I'll put my tentacle right here. Alright. I'll pull out all of the legendaries that I would like to get rid of. You. It's okay. All of the non-Secret Service items I'll get rid of. I have these extra legs just taking up space, man. But I gotta do something with them. I have to put them on a chassis. There we go. Alright. It's making a listing of things I have to do. Pull out all of these legendaries. Vanguard, blah blah blah. These are all my iffy extra non-power armor items. Okay. Furious Machete, Pipe Wrench, Junkie Sword, grenades, all these legendaries. I have this crossbow. I'll keep it. Because it's a limb damage crossbow. I just didn't like the fire rate compared to the bow, you know? Get these other grenades out of here. Turbo fertilizer grenades. See, the problem is I had too many. I wasn't using Traveling Pharmacy and I had 92 stim packs. So, I have to get rid of a bunch. Well, the other Secret Service items that you don't want, the only thing that you can do is script them. Now, I have my unyielding set that I'm not wearing right now. All I'm wearing right now is just my chest because I'm trying to not carry a bunch of armor on me if I'm using power armor all the time. So I have unyielding, and then I have some Vanguard stuff, and then I have 1 or 2 pieces of assassins. The rest of it isn't really important. But like the assassins has weapon weight reduction, so I'm just keeping it just in case. One day they'll have some better method for storing armor and all that nonsense. But all that you can do is just script it. You can't sell it, you can't drop it on the ground for somebody else, and you can't give it to another player or another character that belongs to you, because you can't put it into a box to transfer. I have a few just in case items. Anti-armor Gauss. Goodbye. Maybe I should use that, huh? There's a, but I don't have a rifle build right now, so it's not that important. It was an anti-armor, something, Gauss rifle.
At your service, sir.
Alright. Making sure I pulled everything out already. Goodbye. Now I'll get all the ammo out. and I'll dump all the extras on the ground. And I'll pull all the plans out and dump all the extras in a suitcase.
It's time once again to put aside all you think you know, all you believe to be true. Time to open your mind to the strange, bizarre, and sometimes terrifying world that exists in the shadows and fringes of our own, where myth, legend,
And rumor
are made real. Yes, it's time for more thrilling tales from the West Virginia hills. In tonight's
These plans weigh a
thrilling
£1/4 each.
Sideshow
Snallygaster.
The carnival has come to the Tyler County Fairgrounds. Billy Harding and his dad wander past the games and rides, cotton candy in hand, peanut shells and popcorn crunching beneath their
You could
feet.
probably recreate
As the
this
sideshow
if you
bar
had,
counts
you
a
know, creative
frightful
tools
attraction.
to place a Snallygaster in Tally. You'd think that there should be a Snallygaster at the Tyler County Fairgrounds, right?
Dreaded creature this side of creation, once a winged beast, hunting the prehistoric skies, the cruel mistress of time has turned its wings into mere appendages, spawning this fearsome, six-legged monstrosity. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Step right up and behold the stupendous Snallygaster!
That guy needs a job
I wanna go see the Snallygaster.
doing that for the rest of his life.
Sideshows are a swindle, Billy. All just smoke and mirrors.
But he said it has 6 legs.
Trust me, son. When you get inside, all you'll see is a shaved bear with extra legs glued on.
Aw, Dad, please, I'm begging you.
I'm begging you,
Whoa,
please,
slow down there, champ.
Sorry, Mr. Harding. Hi, Teddy.
please.
You're looking at the Snallygaster? My dad says it's a fake. I tried, but it costs 5 tickets. 5
It
tickets?
has to be
Gotta
real.
be real if it costs that
It
much.
just
Yeah,
gotta
that's
be
pretty fun.
real.
You know it was a carny who coined the phrase, there's a sucker born every minute.
Dad. Anyway, when I didn't have enough tickets, I tried to make
Anyway,
So, sorry, Mr. H.
your
It's okay,
secret
Billy.
safe with me.
Safe with me.
Gee, thanks.
This guy.
So, I went around the back, looking for a place to sneak under the tent, and overheard 2 workers say the Snallygaster escaped.
You don't say.
You're kidding!
All right, all right. I hate to break it to you boys, but that's just a publicity stunt to stir up intrigue.
Those men were scared stiff. What should we do, Dad?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going home.
I'm getting the
You two
out
wanna
of
stay
here.
longer, then so be it.
But what about the Snallygaster?
All by yourself. Bye.
Like I said, no such thing. Just don't dawdle too long, understand? They're closing soon.
Okay, Dad.
This guy trusts his kids way too
He's
much.
right about it being fake? I don't know. Well, the only thing I have enough for is the funhouse. Wanna go? Same here. Come on, it's this way.
Mm-hmm.
Something is loose at the carnival. But is it a menacing beast? Or just a cock and bull hoax? Tune in next time for the thrilling conclusion of Sideshow Snallygaster.
Sometimes those holotapes just play as I'm clicking on stuff. It's sort of a bug, but it's okay. It reminds you of the lovely game that you're playing.
May I be of assistance?
Goodbye, everything. I don't like Psycho Buff. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. No wonder I'm not using Traveling Pharmacy, you see. Oh boy. So, we're all even now, huh? I'll buy your Nuka-Cola.
May I be of assistance?
I will purchase of your fine wares, if you have any, which you don't, but that's okay. We're all even now, aren't we? Aren't we? I've exhausted the vendor's cabbage. I'll do more later. Okay. Now we could transfer some stuff back. Sort by spoilage. Okay. We'll go down to the very bottom. And I have to store all the stuff I'm not using. Because it weighs a lot and I'm not using it. It's only here to sell, really, or to trade, or whatever. Trade. There should be a different method for trading. I think you should set up a trading stand with a robot, and then you operate through the robot. But it's not from player to player, you know? I think you should spawn a trading robot. That's how they should fix it. Spawn a trading robot. You shoot a flare, and all of a sudden a robot appears and says, "Hi there, somebody call for me?" And then you give them some stuff, and you operate through that robot thing. A third party, not just player to player, because then there's no scamming, you know? The second you start having to have conversations about what you want to trade and how much it's worth, and you give me 2 for that one, well, I don't trust you, put some stuff in the box first, no, you go first, just walk away. That's Scam City. You have to have weird conversations about trading items. Crazy. Okay, transfer half of my my rat away because it weighs a lot. You see, that was a big issue. Because I'm not using traveling pharmacy. I don't need 1 million right away, to be honest. I really don't. And I pick up some as I go. So let's try to operate with just 20. That'll be fun, huh? Let's see what happens. Try to get rid of any other chems. It'd be cool if you could organize by, you know, type. Spoilage, value, weight. That's all you can do. You can't do like chem or food, drink, meat, herbivore based, Lim Flam Jones, all that stuff. You can't do these imaginary categories. Alright, I think inert flux might be a chem. You see, that was sort of an issue. It goes from... I think it might be, because it goes from being a plant-based product, I believe. I think raw flux is just a plant-based Lim Flam. Maybe. I don't even know. It might be a chem the whole time. But I'm pretty sure inert flux is a chem. I don't know. Goodbye, Fury. Flowing blood. We don't need you in our lives. Multipleplural.com. I'm getting all skimpy so I can then raid the mines and get some lead in my life. Yeah. The music reminds me of some old school Final Fantasy game. Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna do one more thing over here. Yeah, I'll do one more thing. That guy can't help me. I'm really just eating spoiled vegetables the whole time. I don't want to accidentally hit the sentry bot right now. I have high AoE. You see these trees around this courtyard? These are the trees currently available in that bundle. It's just 6 different trees. Green, like, you know, summer, autumn, and winter. Okay? And that's what you get. You get all these different trees. I don't think they're selling this bush yet, but they probably will. They'll sell these little flowers. Cosmetic flowers. They'll sell some junk cars to have around your base that are explodable. Oh yeah, they should sell explodable and repairable cars to serve as some sort of trap that you could shoot. You repair them with oil. You should sell that, or they should have that in the game. Don't you think? Maybe just available through some sort of raider storyline, some sort of trapper storyline. They have it where under the defenses and traps area, there's a little car, like a old motorcycle. You could place against a wall, you shoot it. People don't see it there. You know where it is. That'd be kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so what I'm really doing right now is I'm just trying to purchase some Nuka-Cola. Just a couple of things. And I wish to sell, and I want to buy some oil if anybody has any. Yeah. And lead. But I want to sell all this meat, you see. I wasn't done selling, so I had to buy a few more things. And I want to sell the extra alcohol if I could. Let's keep on going. There's a handful of vendors I stopped by. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Electroshock therapy is available upon
There's a
request.
Nuka-Cola over here sometimes. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna check these vendors out. It won't take that long.
Looking for traditional hunting leathers?
No.
Something more strange.
I'll buy the lead. Okay. Nuka-Cola. You. What do you have? Nothing. You have nothing for me. Back off.
Please
There's some
refrain
junk
from
back here in the
theft,
corner.
looting, assault,
There's normally a
murder,
Giddy Up Buttercup
or
right there as
trampling
well.
the flower. Are ye here to
This guy
plunder
sells a bunch
me,
of garbage,
boys?
but there's, you see, there's springs, screws, lead, all that stuff. Alright, this is the shopping mall again, sort of. It's White Spring. Bunch of robots. These vendors weren't always in here. It was some other situation. But now there's representatives of all the vendors across the map, and you could find different plans available for different weapons and all that. Pretty cool. See, all the different plans. And they sell some raw weapons and all that garbage. I think one day these display racks are going to open up on us. There's also some loot here, like these hairbrushes. They're plastic. There's that broom. The telephone back there. There's stuff back there in those little spa rooms. Nuka Cherry. Okay. And I want your nothing. Oh, I'll buy your lead.
We offer a wide variety of hydrotherapy and aromatherapy.
There's stuff in these little
treatments.
baskets.
We offer a wide variety of hydrotherapy.
It's clothing and armor
aromatherapy
items, you see?
treatments.
And some chems. It's like, it's sort of what the humans had on them when they put it in the basket, you know, the hamper. Trash can over here. Nope. Okay. Junk. Concrete. Oh, I'm out of money. Oh, good thing I didn't buy all that. Woo-wee. I'm getting loosey-goosey. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't need that. I need the oil and whatnot. Okay. Sell all this, blah blah blah. Kami Whacker, the mod. Can't sell ammo, nope. I've already sold everything else I need to sell. Alright. Bye. We'll go upstairs. Right over here.
At your service,
Right
sir.
over here. Let's join a team. Doesn't really matter.
Well, hello. Do you like Nuka-Cola?
Cherry?
Don't be silly. Of course you do.
Mm-hmm. And sell most of it. Oh, now it's for 4, huh? Oh, because I'm on a team. Because I'm on a team.
Nuka-Cola Quantum.
There we go. Alright. Cool EO. And now I'm ready. Let's go down to, well, I guess I'll go down to the nearest train station. Most popular train station, and drop off all these plans and other items and the ammo. Again, the plans weigh a £1/4 pound each. That's no fun. It's just no fun. All right. And here we go. Alrighty. So, we're done dropping some stuff off. I'll take this suitcase and fill it up with this garbage. And then, of course, we have to take over another power plant. So, we could get more fusion cores in time. And we have to find ourselves another chassis. Okay. Because I have a couple spare power armor modules just floating around, taking up a lot of space. Okay, here we go. Sort by weight. Some of these plans are nice. Hopefully people don't think a person's trying to dupe. I take over all these workshops, and every time I do a defense or a retake event or even the capture, it gives me some random plans. And I find some during my travels. Drop off all this gunpowder. Okay, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Oh yeah. Okay, how we doing? Let's break down everything else while we can. Wonderful. Yep. And I'll check this box out one more time. I have so much nonsense. It only weighs 3 pounds, so I'm gonna carry this weapon on me. And this weapon. Yeah. And this thing, the shepherd's crook, and the shish kebab, because I use those weapons from time to time. And this instigating battle mace, and the camera. And the camera. And I guess the crossbow. Everything else is sort of up for dumpage in the future. Okay, I'm just trying to get this stuff straightened out. Oh boy, I have all these extra flim-flam items. It's just crazy. Let's check it out. Let's sort by weight for a second. So I have these extra, I have my old arms and my old legs. And I have this other power armor chassis, so I guess I could work with that. Let's work with that right now. Okay, boom. I have all these other armor items for just in case land. I'm not wearing the under armor. I am wearing the helmet. And everything else is normal. Over here we have a bunch of flim flam just waiting on standby. So much. I'll pull out all this alcohol that I'm not using. It really is just taking up a lot of weight. Okay. And
It's dangerous to go alone. It's
I'll give the vendor some money by buying some lead.
It's just dangerous.
I know this is making me broke, but this is a part of what we have to do. There's a part of what we have to do. I have to give the vendor money so I could sell stuff. Okay.
Reminder, any attempted 5-finger discounts will be reclaimed and paid for with said fingers.
Okay. I'll sell a few more purified waters. A few more.
Note to the gourmand.
Your carry weight varies from 378 to 416.
Tender here.
Your carry weight varies from 378 to 416. Is it because you're in a team or versus not being in a team?
Please don't stab other customers while they shop.
Oh, hey, Pete. I'm an old man. I might not look it, but I'm an old man.
Get your
I was born in 1982.
Here,
And I haven't had a meaningful birthday for a while now, so it doesn't really matter. I believe I'm 38. I might be 37. I could be 37 going on 38. I don't really know. I would have to do the calculation on a large sheet of graphing paper.
available in exchange for village.
For me, Joseph, my carry weight changes because I have the herd mentality perk. Are you doing anything to... Are you eating any strength foods? Are you drinking any strength alcohols? Because strength gives you that extra carry weight. So maybe you're eating something that has strength in it?
The safety of goods purchased.
This raw strength will give you carry weight. Okay, so we're about done here. I'm a man doing man stuff. Okay, so I'll put the instigating flim flam right over yonder. And, oh boy, all these weapons I'm not using, I'll put up on the tray. I guess I'll put the second set over here. The bloodied candy claw and the bow down here. This is the second set of stuff I can't use. I have my spoiled vegetables right away, dirty water. I'm eating spoiled stuff. Maybe it's some alcohol. Like some alcohol thing that gives you +3 strength or something like that. Or whatever. I don't know, man. Put some stuff up on the shelf. Okay. Yep. And a couple more things. I don't have any berry mentats or anything. Alright. So I think we're good to go. I dropped off a bunch of garbage. Break it down. Turn it around. I have all these crazy weapons on me for no reason. Cool. I guess I'll put the camera here. I'll make some film later on. I'll make some arrows later on. But right now we're about to go down to the Lucky Hole Mine. After I do some minor maintenance here. Like I said, I have these modules and they weren't on power armor. Say what? Boom, 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 with a boom, to boom, boom, and a boom, 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 and boom, 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 with a boom, 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 and boom, to boom, boom, boom. Okay. Boom, boom, with a boom, 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 and boom, to boom, boom, boom. Okay. There we go. Now I put it on a chassis, and I just saved myself all kinds of weight. This is going to carry all my old items. What, say what, say what, say what. Okay, so I'll be getting in my excavator power armor. And heading to Lucky Hole Mine to get some flim flam. See, we just did so much stuff just now. Now we're all pure and awesome. What's my carry weight? 192. Wonderful. Ooh, ooh. Here we go. Check out my flim flam. Yes. Because I'm going into the Lucky Hole Mine, that involves a bit of bashing on the head. I'll do this number here. Oh my, yeah. And oh yes. You know what? I'm gonna start to be a little bit more hybrid-y. Okay? I'm gonna start to be a dash more hybrid-y. Just 2 degrees up the ante of the hybrid factor. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off batteries included like a responsible gentleman. Golly, who needs that in their lives? Not this fella. And let's just imagine for a moment. So what I mean by balanced is, right now I'm not using any inner armor and I'm not really even playing at all out of my power armor. But what I want to do is be able to play both in and out. Whenever I transition to a new build, I go min-maxi and then I bring it down a touch. I experienced this for about a week with the all the heavy gunner perks and everything, and now I'm gonna mutate it a minor degree, losing just a drop in the bucket of damage, but gaining all kinds of effectiveness. I've been avoiding certain events because I can't use an arrow to light them on fire. The thing I've been doing to barely tag enemies and get credit and help people out, I can't do that these days, but I will be able to in the future. So let's just see here. I'll get my heavy gunner perk right over here. Master heavy gunner, expert heavy gunner, and blocker. This is the default, okay? This is what I've been doing, but I would like some extra points to be thrown around, so I'll take off Scrapper. I'm gonna move 3 points back over to Strength. I'm trying to avoid using traveling pharmacy, to be honest. So, really is a waste if I'm not using it. So, I'm just going to act like I'm going into the Flim Flam land for a moment. Alright, so I'll use Sturdy Frame to reduce the weight of my armor. It's okay. It's fine. I've reduced my weapon damage just a tiny degree. Maybe if I do this right here, add that right there. Let's not worry about the sheer damage. I'll keep Bloody Mess on. And now I have more points to play with. Yep, I'll just be a little bit more immortal. Okay. Increase my immortality. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. What I do care about is this right now, and a bit of this right now. Incisor and martial artist, just for a moment, you know? But then I'm really left with 1 point just hanging out in the breeze. Because of Sturdy Frame. That 1 point can't really do anything for me. I could use Pack Rat 1 or something. I guess I have to move that point back down to yeah. So I guess I could have Hey Cortana, heads or tails? Hey Cortana, heads or tails?
Heads it is.
Scrapper. Alright, so now let's see what happens. That should be fun. Alright, we're going straight down to the Flim Flam land. I made some small changes. It's no big deal. My heavy gun damage has reduced, but it's okay. It's still very high. It's just not going to melt them as incredibly fast. It just went down a little bit. As long as I maintain myself within the nerd rage zone, I'll have that little bit extra damage. Well, a whole lot extra damage because it all stacks. You have the, you know, the nerd rage, the adrenal reaction, and then the weapon itself, all providing more damage as you have a little life.
Where his wings flutter. I regret nothing.
Pull the Mothman, take me into your arms and shepherd me to eternity. Okay, here we go. .com. Yeah. Say what? So here we are in the Lucky Coal Mine. I'll be doing some stuff, getting some ammo. I don't need too much. I just need enough. You don't need... You really don't need batteries included on. I'm a freight train. I eat spoiled meat, or I eat spoiled vegetables because I'm a herbivore. Yep. So you have to smelt this ore before you can use it.
To the divine light.
Taking care of business. Okay. Alright. I wish it would disappear. I hate when it doesn't disappear. It's always confusing. Alright. There's stuff over here.
Holy land, reclaim me.
The Holy Land will reclaim me. I'll be reborn in the flames. Thank you. Goodbye. Up and at them.
Citizens, nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
I'll join you in eternity.
Overpowered, yeah. That's my name. I'm not using the shotgun. I'm really just using this. And then, whenever I'm done with this whole scenario, I'll put my armor back on. I'll put my full unyielding set back on. That way I'll have better deals with the vendors and all that. You know. I was trying to survive with just my chest. So I could fly around.
Not good enough.
Super Duper and Chemist do not work for smelting as far as I can tell. Which is a good thing, sort of. You don't have to waste time. Even though it's at a chemist workbench. You can try it. I don't think it works. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Maybe it does. Either way, I usually equip Chemist and Super Duper when I'm at a chemistry workbench because I'm usually doing other actions besides just smelting at the workbench.
Take my place.
You know. Yeah. So I want to know, how are people making money off of duping? Are there places where people are actually buying weapons? Where people are buying weapons for real money somewhere? But I think they're probably just, they're buying them in mass, you know? To other people that are also selling them. I don't know. Like, who would actually do it? Who would actually buy a weapon from somebody else with real money? eBay? eBay? I can look it up. That's just insane. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. That's just insane. Why would a person ever do that? Make no sense. So stupid. So stupid. What? $20 for a quad? What is wrong with people? What's wrong with what? It's like a big thing. And they're making money off of this garbage? What? Last one, get it while it's hot. Ugh. So stupid. It's like a whole thing. It's like a whole situation. See, at this point it's criminal. See, at this point it's certified, it's criminal because you're making money off of it. It's not just cheating. It's, you know, people have said, I make money off of it. You play the game, I'm making money. Well, for now, until this is all brought down, my goodness. Do you want 10,000 Nuka-Cola cranberries for $10? My goodness. My goodness. Rob, you use excavator armor in the mines because you obtain way more ore. You see that? It says lead ore times 4. Yes. So I understand why people would really want to dupe, because some people are making a living off of that whole situation. But are there really that steady supply of people that would buy that? You know, are there really that many customers? I guess for some people it's not that big of a deal. You know? Heck, I'll pay 20 bucks for a weapon I'll never have to replace again, and then I'll say that my build is done. Heck, I'll pay 18 bucks for a weapon I'll never have to replace again. Heck, I'll go for a Gatling explosive flim flam. Why not? You know, a person could use Facebook in the same exact method, just so you know. Just so you know, a person could do that same exact thing through Facebook. Probably better. Because, I'm not saying I would ever do that. I'm not saying I'll ever do that, because why would a person ever do that? What I'm saying is, through Facebook, you could have a marketplace where you sell anything. You could sell anything. You could sell something that you made with Play-Doh and you put into a baggie. Hey, look, here's a little face I made in Play-Doh. I'm selling it to you for $85. You know, then you have a picture of all these stupid earrings you made with clay. Check out my clay earrings I made. I'm an artist. Check out my website. I'll send you pre-painted acrylic nails. I'm selling dyed wigs. Check out these pictures on mannequin heads. Boom, boom, boom. And then you sell them, and then you arrange for the flim flam. But here, I'm saying you can sell. So check out this screenshot of this weapon. I'll sell it to you for $18 US. Meet me in the game, right over there, at 3 p.m. See, watch. Oh, yes. Okay. Hoo, ha, hoo, ha, hoo, ha, hoo. Whatever. But it's just so stupid. Well, I guess there's a whole bunch of people. Thinking there's some people that I guess already use eBay, and once you've done it once, I think the problem is once you've done it once you've broke the seal and decided to buy a weapon from somebody on eBay in any game, if you've done it 5 years ago, you're gonna do it again. It's a sickness. You do it. I did it in RuneScape 9 years ago, and now I can't stop. You know, every so often I check, and they have that thing I needed in Borderlands 3, and oh boy, I got the BFG 9000 at level 1. Makes me sick. Well, fine. Let it persist. Let there be this whole black market industry in selling weapons for a video game for real money. One day the money will cycle back to me. All I know is that one day the money will go whoop, right back to me. I'm just giving away stuff for free. What's happening here? Have I been a chump the whole time? Should I do pay-per-view streams? Should I sell information? I'll sell you 10 words of how to play the darn game and how to find that weapon. Goodness gracious. Let's go on eBay and type in Diablo. It's going to be any game. My goodness. Many games make it where it's a bannable offense to use a third-party website to obtain items in the game. It was a big deal like in Guild Wars and other games and World of Warcraft. There's gold sellers that would use third-party websites to sell gold. So let's type it in. I'm going to type in Diablo 3. Diablo 3. Oh god, no. What you got? What you got for me, baby? You got these experience rings. Cosmetic bundle. Yeah, baby. You got this fully modded primal set, wastes 86 billion damage for $10, baby. 60 plus sold. Oh my gosh. 814 sold. All cosmetics. 110 billion damage. Modded primal demon hunter set. $11. They need to shut this website down. I bet you there's people selling blueprinting services. Watch this. People are selling. I bet you people are selling blueprinting services for your camp. $10. I'll make your camp. Watch this. Makes me sick. $5 for a full Mr. Fuzzy outfit. All serums. And the fixer. And the bear arm. And radioactive barrel for $10. $50, baby. For a bloodied last one. Last one, baby. Yeah, I've seen people like get an account ready and then sell that. Empires plus 13. Hey, that sounds good. I should buy that one. Let's see here. Can I trust the seller? Who's selling this item? Can I trust him? How can I... Average delivery time 10 to 30 minutes. Specify my Bethesda account name. You'll send a friend request in the game and wait for in my camp to trade. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Don't forget to check out my bundles, deals, junk ammo, miscellaneous plans. I sell everything, baby. Come on down. Come on down. What's your name so I can ban you?
What up, baby?
This is like some black market. You put your name, I'll find you. Wink. Makes me sick. 100,000 of any ammo that you need. $10. Within 24 to 48 hours, I will deliver it to you. Come on down, baby. Xbox One, baby. Refunds will not be issued. You give me your $8. What has this world come to, people? Well, there it is. I knew it. $34 for a custom camp creation. Pro level camp. 3 levels of difficulty. There it is, baby. People. I'll build you a decontamination shower at your camp for $6. Rare mounted sheep squatch. Ooh. Plan $34. My goodness gracias. You there with your $35 camp creation. Custom? Is it really custom? But how custom is it? Can I give you a sketch and you'll make it for me? Oh my gosh. Look, you have lights in there. 3 levels of difficulty. My specialty is actually houses and homes. But I'm well versed in any kind of camp creation. There are 3 different levels of camp creation offered, and here's how it works. Listen up carefully. Level 1, somewhat basic. Everything covered, nothing fancy. It'll cost you. Nothing fancy. Okay. A few bells and whistles. Everything else is covered, okay? I'm not going to describe it. Level 2, intermediate design. It's for those who want a nice camp, but don't necessarily want everything to be pretty and shiny. You know what I mean? You want a nice camp, but it doesn't got to be pretty. And who would also want, some of their own decorations thrown in, like some room. Level 3, pro level camp. This is going to wow your friends and make them jealous of all the bells and whistles you can think of. Underground lighting, curved walls if you're requested, floating and hovering camps, custom stairs, pools. This style of camp has a high level of difficulty and can be extremely time-consuming, especially in curved wall camps. If you're not prepared to be in the same server for multiple hours at a time without interruption, do not do it. Level 1 camps, $10. $10. It's pretty basic, I'm warning you. A box, you got some flim and flam and flume, a cardboard cutout waving thing. $10. Level 2, $22. If you want a level 3 camp, choose the buy it now. All other offers will be automatically declined. These are the prices. No debating. Hey there, Samuel. How's it going? What? Get out of here. Look, for level 3 camps, you must supply any and all additional random special materials that may be difficult to obtain if necessary, including but not limited to flux, copper, crystal, gold, plastic, or pay 2,000 caps for the acquirement of those needed items. You're paying the dude $34. You are not allowed in the build limit area while I construct your camp for hours and hours and hours. Once finished, you must be willing to allow me to walk through your camp and record it for YouTube to show the cool stuff within the Fallout 76 community. I will keep you anonymous upon request. I reserve the right to deny your service at any time due to any reason. This means be a decent human being. Watch your language, don't be dumb or annoying, and follow the rules. So, after you pay him the $35, for any reason, because he wrote that right there, he can say, you know what? You're a man, and I don't like men. This is a new era. Bye. Boop. You got a Caucasian character. I don't like that. It's not inclusive. Goodbye. Boop. Nope, nope, nope. This piece of garbage. Piece of garbage is who he is. Well, I won't call him a piece of garbage. Pretty smart chap. I'll find you. I'll find you. Yes. Yep. I hope you have all kinds of crazy clients. What is happening? 99.7%. $297 sellers. This person, this is what they do now. It's they're also selling cards. They sell these cards. So this is all of their feedback. You know, trading cards is what they really do. And their biggest ticket item is camp sales. Makes me want to vomit inside of my own nose. All right. So, everybody, how's it going? Yeah, well, you see, here's the thing.
And I mean really want to join a band.
If you are supplying the resources for the item, it should be a flat fee. If it's just a decon shower. You know, if it's, hey, I'll build you a decon shower and you gotta have the resources, $10. So why am I paying you? Because you have the plan and you'll build it for me? How does that make any sense? But see, if there's a decon shower incorporated into this overall thing, but why are you charging $35? Because it's time? It takes a long time. The guy should probably, if he wants a better business, he should probably work on some blueprints or something. My goodness gracious. Well, at least he said he's not doing underground glitches or camp budget glitches. And I understand why he said he reserves the right to decline service, but that's a big warning to anybody. Oh boy, the scary turns. That means you can't just be forced to work under hostile conditions, but you could always mute somebody, right? What's so hard about muting somebody? It's, my goodness gracious. But anyways.
If I do not get more dead soon,
Well, I just don't think it's right. And plus, this is not a very, it's not really cross-platform. In the future, that may be a possibility. You know what I mean? But I figure over, you know, this is how it works. It's just it's the long term. You get it? You have two people in the park, and they're both carving ice sculptures with a chainsaw. One person doesn't charge anybody, but has like a big old hat, and it says donations are welcome. You could sign up on my Patreon right here, and there's a big old Instagram link, and whatever. But they're doing it. They're not charging anybody, and hardly anybody actually puts money in that hat. Let's just imagine that. But they do it all the time. The other person hardly ever does it, but they have a scheduled time that they do it, and they charge people, and they try to make it nice, and they act like it's worth the money. But in reality, it's no different than the person that's doing it for free. Well, one person's going to have customers. Other person's going to be broke for a very long time, but eventually will be more popular and known, and will eventually be wearing a t-shirt that says Nike on it or something. You know, sponsored by Red Bull or whatever. And then that's where the money comes from. It's not through direct sales. You know, Ninja doesn't have a pay-per-view channel. It's free. And he's sponsored because there's a bunch of people watching the free thing. You know? I think it's better to teach people how to make a camp through direct demonstration versus saying, I'll just make it for you and I'll charge you real money. People are going to do it because they're desperate, you know? But I think it's better to teach a good work ethic or whatever. You know? So here I am making a bunch of ammo. I'm going to make a bunch of ammo right now. You teach a good work ethic, you teach them how to play the game and how to appreciate it, and they'll come back for more information and more guidance. And you don't got to charge per session. And at first, I'm talking to everybody, you see? You see, at first, I'm talking to everybody. But eventually, I won't be talking to everybody. It'll be impossible to. Like, right now, this is like the dawn. But fast forward 15 years. It'd be really hard to talk to random people. You know what I mean? It'd be really hard to talk to a person that says, hi. Hi. And it gets lost in the sea of people talking. I would have to institute some sort of system to moderate that. I would have to say you have to talk with a sentence longer than this. You can't talk within a certain frequency, or only people that are supporters can talk, or you can only talk through donations. Some weird thing, like every other high-end channel. But that's what happens eventually. You have a bunch of people just spamming nonsense, just spamming emojis. Is what they do, you know, and they spam the same thing over, and they say, give me a shout out, give me a shout out. You know, that's what it becomes. And you say their name, and then they're happy. And they don't want a conversation. But right now, I can talk to people. And just think of this as the free phase. Eventually, you know, it'll be, I will give you a detailed and lengthy answer if a person goes bam, Zagnut worthy, flim flam starland, if a star shower falls upon my home, you know, and it's worthy or whatever, all of a sudden you get some crazy detailed answer and the whole show becomes about you for like half an hour, you know, and it's all about your answer, and all that we're doing is that one task, and sometimes it lasts for several hours, where it's still all about that one thing that you asked. You see?
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience.
No, the market doesn't really exist. I just don't see how that market really exists. I think the market is much larger on the Xbox and on the console community. I didn't see many PC listings. So far, all of those things, they were all PlayStation or Xbox. Yeah, I just don't see that many people that would be interested. It's such a small percent, to the point where it's a weird situation. Oh boy. You know what I mean? The market doesn't exist. This is a much better option. And it is paying off, and it is money first, because it's actually a lot of flim-flam over time. That's why I stream for so long. It's just over time. Over time. It ain't minimum wage, to tell you that much. But sometimes it is. It's just... it's an inconsistency that's magical. It's a magical inconsistency. And it's all based upon what I'm doing. And that's why it's really important, you know. If all of a sudden I'm really boring for a very long time, it has negative consequences. If something very entertaining happens, positive consequences happen that result in some form of money eventually. And that's just how it works, you know. If something so for example, Pete, if I'm live streaming and a meteorite crashes through my roof and goes kaboom and smacks the mic and goes that way, and you know, and a meteorite goes and a little alien hops out and eats my eyeball, I'll be rich in about 2 days, right?
As crazy as it is here, it's better than where I've been.
But understand, Pete, I am making quite a bit of coin. It's sort of a long-term dealy-do. Samuel, I'm a Fallout First member. So it's all stored in, all that acid is stored inside of my scrap box. But you see, Pete, that person was selling weapons to people for like $10 or whatever, and those were all duped items, so I'm not a duper. That other person was selling camps, but I don't know who in their right mind would ever spend money on a camp. It's crazy. Okay, I understand people buying weapons, but not so much buying. I'm always scared. It's weird. But here, there's people that have become supporters. Holla holla to all the supporters, Greg, and so forth. And that's $5 a month. So that's basically way more than the person that's selling weapons to people one time. If there's a person that buys a 2-shot explosive Gatling laser plasma flim-flam from somebody, they're not going to buy another weapon because now they're done. They got their weapon. They feel dirty for spending money, but now they feel justified because the weapon's really good, and they have no reason to replace it unless they lose it or whatever. So I think the return customers are very low. Brett, you're saying you're paying to not farm 10,000s of steel? No, you're paying for the opportunity to farm tens of thousands of steel. Otherwise, you have to watch what you're farming. But now, with Fallout First, you are able to farm more. So now you could farm. But at the same time, because you farm so much, now you don't have to farm. You see how that works? It's kind of weird, I know. Because I have 34,000 steel, I don't have to stop what I'm doing and go kill some mutants or whatever and get some steel or some robots or whatever the heck I gotta do to get some steel for 5 seconds. Or go smelt some iron ore. I don't have to do all that because I already have it. But at the same time, as I'm wandering around the world, I'm able to loot everything I see because I have infinite scrap storage. So it's both. not having to loot and getting to loot. At first, I was disappointed because I thought that I wouldn't need to loot, but then I realized, oh, it's letting me loot more. It's almost a game. You see? Oh. Oh. Got you. Got you. I got you. A person would pay for a camp build with real money. I got you. You're referring to people that would pay real money for a camp. Well, in the example I pulled up, it said that they might be requesting resources of some of the more rare stuff, like plastic, crystal, like gold. He listed a bunch of weird materials, you know. Bloop. I understand flux, but why are you charging $35 at that point? I shouldn't have to give you anything. But he asked for a big old long list of resources, and he's charging a lot. You know? Kind of.
You ever get a melody stuck in your head?
But you know, people like rules, and if a person seems professional and they have a long list of their rules, people listen to those rules. It's almost like they're brainwashed. It's kind of weird. $10 for Flim Flam. I might ask you for some extra steel if I run out. So why are you in the business of selling things?
I could save time if I...
It's like, imagine you hire a contractor to do some work, and they start digging in your backyard to get some sand because your earth is rich in sand and they need some sand for some other stuff in the front yard. Isn't that part of the deal of the parts where you get your own professional sand from the sand lot in the bags marked professional grade 3 sand for construction, not random backyard from owner sand by the cesspool? You see? People try to cut corners. You wish you had a... Yeah, it would be nice to have a very small build area with maybe a very small... Well, that would... Yeah, sure. Have a very small budget. Maybe with enough room for 2 turrets. Right now, I think you could have 10 turrets at a workshop or at a camp. Maybe you could have 2 turrets or maybe 3 turrets or whatever at a Flim Flam. Yeah, there's a certain filth factor in using a camp they didn't build, because part of your camp is you're sort of taking credit for what other people have done, because it's sort of assumed that you're the one that did it. When a person walks up to your camp, they oh, look at the camp you built. Good job. Wow, where'd you get these oh, I paid for it on eBay. You did now, huh? That's cool. And you start backing away slowly. That's interesting. eBay, huh? Wow. So now what I have to do is I have to put on my armor. You see, I made some small changes earlier. Okay, let's get our stuff. But you know, we had some wonderful revelations today. Revelations, and revelations. All of it together. So I'm going to put my armor back on. Okay. Okay, let's repair this other piece. Hey there, Pete. Have you heard about the 7 wonders of the world? Have you? You know? Have you? Alright, let's repair a couple items. Are you a different Pete? What's up with all these different Pete? Pete? What? Pete? 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 Hey, Pete Briggs, are you the same Pete Briggs from YouTube, or is that just a remarkable horrible coincidence from the Twilight Zone. Are you the same Pete Briggs as the guy that's on? Okay, good. Freaking me out, Pete Briggs. At first I was like, man, there's a lot of Pete's in here. Until you had the same last name. And my mind was blown. Yeah. Okay, let's put everything back.
I think there's a brief spot between Rose and me.
So I don't know which is which. Let's find out. Okay, this one, this other one that's on me, Cosmos Excavator. This other one, Excavator Cosmos, needs to be renamed. Needs to be renamed. Spare modules. Alright. Doing good, doing just fine. We have all these extra weapons. Let's break down what we can. Come on down, Duper's Delight. I got everything that you might need to get on by. I've been a cheater the whole time. Ha ha ha. That's right, I've been making money. How do you think I've been living, baby? Did I do a good job of acting like I didn't know anything about what's going on in the world of, what is it called? eBay? Is eBay? D-Bay? No, eBay? See, I'm acting like I don't know anything about it, but oh yes, I know all about eBay. I'm making all my money on the side. What do you think I'm doing when I'm not streaming? I'm usually building something at someone's camp. I charge around 18 to, I think the most I've ever made from a camp build was $72. It took 13 hours. One day I didn't stream because I was busy. You know, they sketched out this plan. They had a vision. It was like a gigantic tiger face made out of different modules. It was amazing. When you backed up, it looked like it. When you got close, it didn't look like it. It was my finest work, but I couldn't share it. I couldn't talk about it until now. That's where I make all my money from. eBay on the side. I'm quite the salesman. You should check out my page. You won't know what it is though because I changed my name on there. I don't want to get my account banned because I'm primarily selling duped items on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox. I'm running both accounts right now. I've paid the neighborhood people to play for me. They're currently playing for me in the den. I whip them and I splash water on them to keep them alert. But they're farming right now. And I take over from time to time for the important things, but I make a lot of money. Let's just say I make a lot of money from selling items on eBay. A lot of money. It's pretty much all I do. I wish I could broadcast it, but me and the rest of these people, we've decided to not talk about it officially. I could talk about it, but as long as I don't say who I really am, you know.
I miss the days when there were more things to kill.
I'm joking, okay? I'm joking. I'm not one of them. I never would be one of them. Like, I care about money. Patooey. Let's get some arrows over here. Money's for suckers and chumps. And vegans. It's like a vegan thing, isn't it? Hey, Cortana. Hey, Cortana. Hey, Cortana. Do vegans believe in money? You see, if they believe in money, I just don't. You see that? Going vegan helps us raise money. You see that? I don't like it. Going vegan, money, animal byproducts, slavery. You know, I'm just not in it. You're a vegan, Chris? Do you make money from your veganism? How do you make money from being vegan? I heard that once you're vegan, you make lots of money. It goes hand in hand. Something about not murdering innocent, beautiful animals and eating their byproducts, their fatty wastes. I'm just joshing. I love to crush small organisms under my heel. I love to gnash them between my teeth. I like to eat raw pink mice, you know? Those little pink mice that can't see yet. I like to pop them in the mouth, guts and all. I call them gushers. It's my stance of being anti-vegan. Yep. Okay, so I got some extra arrows. Yeah, the pinkies. There you go. Them pink mice. I pop them whole. Yeah. Their bones are still soft, so it's okay. I'm joking, I don't eat little pink mice. I'm not a monster.
I am going to have a wild night.
Hey, Cortana. Do people eat those little pink mice? The pinkies?
I pulled up some images for you.
No! Oh my gosh. It was so graphic. It wasn't. She pulled up like some Starbucks pink milkshake garbage. I pulled up some videos for you. Playing now. Main screen. Alright, everybody. It's time to get busy. We've done all kinds of things. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go with... oh, yeah. Yeah. Renamed it. Moved it.
A stamped back. I would rather find some psycho.
I have to keep track of what I'm doing because I reduced my damage over here. Now I only have one of these heavy gunner perks on, but I gave myself some melee, which I don't really need, but I'm able to shift over if I need to, so I'll put it back on. I'll put my... because we don't really need the crazy melee. I just like to be able to. So, I'll put this back on, but I did give myself more strength. So now we're at 14. Master Heavy Gunner and Heavy Gunner. You see? I got Grenadier on, Green Thumb, Cola Nut, Ghoulish. I'll take off Ghoulish and I'll put on Radical. There it is. Strange in Numbers. Chemist, don't need you. I'll put on Flim Flam. Hey, Samuel Contreras. I am that name that you stated. That name, that earthly name that you stated there, Samuel, that is the name of the vessel that contains the consciousness known as Gooboberti. The consciousness known as Gooboberti is contained within the physical vessel of I can't say the name. You know. You can figure it out. If you find me on Twitter, @Gooboberti, it'll say the name of my earthly vessel. So find me on Twitter. That's right, twitter.com/Gooboberti.flimflam. You'll find me at Gooboberti, and it'll say the name of my earthly container. Yeah, okay. Okay, scrapper. Yeah.
Ace it.
Bartholomew, Orion, Hatfield. Hey, Cortana. Who is Bartholomew Orion Hatfield? Let's find out. The third. Here is William Bartholomew III, who was at Hatfield. See over here, Hatfield. He was at Hatfield 19 September 1677 at the time of the famous Indian raid and made lieutenant during the raid. His daughter Abigail was captured there and taken captive by the Indians into Canada. 13 prisoners were taken. She was later returned after a ransom was paid. Bartholomew William Irving at Hatfield by way of Orion. There's a very large family. Very large family. Family tree. Yes. This is the family seal. Uh-huh. Yep. I'm trying to find the secrets of reality. Don't you understand? If you dig deep enough in any category of existence, you'll find the secrets. I'm trying to prove it over time. Okay, William Irving and Bartholomew III, born in 1640 in Essex. Son of William Bartholomew II, of course. Husband of Mary Porter. Uh-huh. Family seal. Got these goat head evil situation. Uh-huh. Yep. He's married children. It's gotta be here somewhere, people. It's gotta be here somewhere. The secrets to reality. Aha! Nope. Okay. Alright, it's time to begin our journey of destruction and terror. Do I like constellations?
Sometimes I think about burning this camp down.
I'm not wearing my constellation shirt. And why? And why? I'll tell you one thing before I leave for a second to go fill up my coffee cup. I'll tell you one thing. Whippersnapper. My whole life I thought that the Zodiac was a bunch of garbage. Until one day I realized it wasn't. Some of the deepest truths in the universe can be found by studying the nature of the Zodiac and what it really means. I don't mean the thing at the checkout when you get the little book. You're an Aquarius. This is what it means. No, it's so deep. Gotta do some research, if you please. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. The rabbit hole never ends. Do it. You won't do it, will ya? You won't do it, will ya? Just all you gotta do is just look into it for 5 seconds, and you'd be like, oh, whoa. Oh, and then whoa. A couple pauses in between. That's the order. Okay? Alrighty. I'll be right back. Yeah.
I could save time if I just steal supplies instead.
I should go on a walk. You know what they say. Observe nature and the songs will flow.
I am going to have a wild night with these gems.
Hey there, Sora. Facebook does not give me grief for the music that's playing because this music is by a person that I know, and they gave me permission to use all their music with a signed and written letter full of permission. Full of crazy permission. It's crazy all the permission I got. That's why I'm playing this playlist of songs. But usually Facebook will give me tons of grief for music that's playing. That's why I don't play the in-game radio, otherwise I would. Kinda sucks. But here we are, starting our journey across the map to do our things. But now, I'm just as capable when I'm not in power armor. With melee, sort of. With melee and with my bow, I guess.
Gathering above ground. Report to the extermination site and aid us in their disposal. That is all.
Would you kindly? You wouldn't mind.
Detected. Activate additional
So
signal
here we go.
sources to initiate extermination protocols.
Let's try to lower my life down a bit. Well, that's what I'm talking about, Sora. There's music in the game. You know, there's the radio stations that are playing copyrighted music. And sometimes you'll walk by a radio that's playing in the game, and you're just standing there, and you're hearing it talk about Atom Bomb, baby little atom bomb. You know? Sometimes you can hear all the lyrics to Mr. Sandman. Bum 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 bum. You're standing there in some building and there's a radio standing right next to you, even though you're not playing the radio station. Having some problems here. Having some problems here. I've become over encumbered suddenly. Let's go break all this down really quick. I can only carry so many weapons before that happens. Probably that minigun I was carrying. Wonderful.
All array components engaged. Activating targeting protocols. Please stand by. Users, component signal lost. Recalibration requested.
Yeehaw.
Attention. Temperature spike detected. User support requested.
I am unstoppable.
Sure.
Error. Unrequested tube decompression detected. Immediate repair requested.
Temperature anomaly corrected.
Well,
resuming remote connection.
Sora, you're making some assumptions here. You said you've been hearing them giving grief to streaming. Well, it hasn't happened to you. You've heard other people complain about it. That's their assumption. Facebook will tell you what song it is and tell you who owns it. Just because all of a sudden your game... sometimes the stream will just stop, you know? But it's not because of the song that's playing now. It's because of the song that was playing an hour ago, you know? Just because you're in the middle of a boss battle and the game stops, or the stream stops and it says, sorry, Facebook is warning you, please don't stream music belonging to other people. But it's not letting you know exactly what's happening, you know? I know that some of that music is purchasable, you know? You can buy the soundtrack to this game and you can have the in-between music playing.
System orientation complete.
You know?
Signal broadcast active.
Target. I guess if you had nothing but the background music playing and you weren't shooting anything, and it was just a big old solid chunk of that, it'd be scary. Scary town. But I don't think it flags off of just the basic in-game music. Like this right here, well, besides that disco. But to get away with that, you just have to turn down the in-game music. Here, I'll just turn this off, and I'll turn... See, if you play this stuff way too loud, it could be a problem.
Specified hostiles eliminated.
Let's try it out for a while.
Cleared.
I can imagine if, but I just recommend to turn down the in-game music. That's all. A little bit, because otherwise... I have mine turned all the way down. That's the main issue. But I can imagine this music right here, you know, if it's playing for a bit all by itself, it starts to actually sound like a song. And because they sell it, I'm pretty sure they sell it, you know. It's by a composer. It's like listening to the Jurassic Park soundtrack without the in-movie sound effects playing, just the music itself. Because you're at some load screen and it's cycling through all the sounds. Alright. I'm gonna go take over this workshop while I'm here. Does it get boring being OP all the time? No, because I'm not OP. Well, whatever. You have to earn the OP. You're viewing it through a naive lens. You don't know all the work that goes into just being operational, being functional. So because I have to really work for every last thing that you're looking at, being able to... Like the whole time I was moving between... I'm wasting things, even moving around the world, and the ammo takes... Look, I just spent an hour, the last hour and a half, collecting resources just to be operational. And then I'm operational, and the second I'm operational, some chump in the audience says, "Man, this game looks easy. You're just killing them." Yeah, because I had to earn it. And then it's like I'm like that for a good couple hours, maybe the whole day, and then I have to go back into the upkeep phase. So it's cycles of greatness. But then you become more stable over time. Let me call you a chump. You become more stable over time. I know this music's very loud right now. But, you know, I'm just trying to show the difference in the music levels. But you really have to earn everything that you do, and it's a delicate balance, and it's how OP do you want to be, and everything matters, and a lot of it is up to you, you know, and how successful you are at getting these things together, you know? For example, with my current weapon, if I shot point blank against a wall or the enemy, I would die. So if I jumped incorrectly, I would just kill myself, and all of a sudden I would be bad, versus being OP. It's a very fine line between being sloppy and being OP. When I'm in combat. And there's so many different weapons where, you see, it looks like I'm OP, but it's taking more than one shot to kill these things. It's like a spattering of rain, okay? And it's about having controlled bursts. It's a little bit harder to aim these sort of weapons. Other weapons, you one-shot them. Flip, 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 shoot their head off. You know, it's just how it works. It's just different styles of gameplay. And it's not so much about killing individual enemies, it's about groups of enemies. And some areas are easier than others. If you're out in the outdoors, you're fine. If you don't have the ammo and you're barely pecking at them, it's a horrible, horrible battle. Yes. There's a lot of enemies, and if you're not prepared, it's terrible. So it's really about getting prepared, and then having that preparedness pay off. You know? Sora. To put the garage door on the garage, it's under walls, it's not a door. So once you have the big garage down, go under walls and you'll find the flim flam. Imagine calling Batman OP and not understanding that he has to really work for everything that he's doing. Yeah, Batman's OP, but it's not like he didn't earn being whatever you want to call OP. Yeah, calling in Batman, that's an OP scenario, but he's doing a lot of work. He's really sizing up the scenario, using the right tool with the right thing, and, you know, the person that doesn't know, of course this person just said that they just buy stuff. Of course they don't know. Oh boy, I'm over encumbered. I have to fix that problem. I've hit a roadblock for a second. I have to probably break down all that garbage I just picked up. And the grenades. Oh boy. Okay, once I get to the next workbench, I have to drop some stuff off or break some stuff down. In the meantime, I'll drop off these grenades as I pick them up, and that Gatling laser. Alright, here we go. Okay, up we go. Heading over here to the next workshop to go take it over. Right over here, another workshop. This is a Gauss minigun. Obtainable through ally raider status. Pretty nice. Yeah, Marowak Kings are pretty nasty. They have poison damage and a sonic attack with staggering. Energy damage as well with a fierce melee. Pretty rough. So I have to really drill them down. What level am I, Mark? 984. All fair and square. Mon frere. One dark and dreary morning. And I ain't gonna make a single sound, and I ain't gonna do it no more. He kicked the bucket. Yeah, man. Bucket. Ooh, and a E, and a... I don't have my building... I don't have contractor on or home defense. I'm just building the stuff here for a second. Just setting up some preliminaries so I could break down my garbage, and I'll come back for the defense in the future, and I'll build more. I'm not even getting the resources down. Alright, moving on. I'm gonna clear through Berkeley and then take it over. This is what we're doing. The first couple hours were spent kind of getting things ready. But now I am just that. Alright. I will be engaging in PvP, but in about an hour or two after taking over many workshops. And I have to take over the power plant, of course.
Oh, returned so soon? Pity. I mean, perfect. It's so good to see you again, Leslie. Now, why don't you go to your room to play?
Mark, third option. You said, am I using some kind of aimbot, or is a blue circle just a screen effect? Well, it's just a screen effect, but it's eye tracking. It's tracking my eyeballs. But it's not doing anything in the game. It's just there to let you know what I'm looking at. That's right, I have eye tracking. It's in the video. It's in the video title and description. The Tobii Eye Tracker 4C. It's just there to let you see what I see. So if I say, check that out. Hey, look, he's up there. Oh boy. Oh no, there he is. Yep. It works as an overlay, you know. I had this game playing in windowed full screen. That's how I can move my mouse back and forth between this desktop and the other desktop, and how I can pull websites over and Excel and all that garbage. And this Tobii thing is just, you know, an invisible overlay. I could change the size and color and all that. If I were streaming just on Twitch, I can make it where the user can change the color, the value, make a heat map, turn it off. But here, because I'm doing multi-streaming, I have it just always on. It's on over here. I can see it too, of course. Somebody was here and now they're not. There's still some turrets left over. Now my arms and legs are T65, and my torso and head are are the XO1 prototype armor. So my overall stats are 592 ballistic, 525 energy, and 461 radiation resistance. Okay. Gonna build the garage in the back over here. Somebody else already has turrets all around. I'm gonna build the garage. And goodbye. Let's do Dolly Sods and then Thunder Mountain. Today's the 29th of July. This month feels sort of extra long. You know? This whole 31 days thing. I need to get myself film. There we go. I'm making a listing of what I've done and what I need to do, so later on I can give a proper summary of events. Sometimes many hours pass by and I'm doing a bunch of stuff, you know, doing a whole lot of stuff. I like how these shoulder flaps look, but I also love how the Dark Matter Captain Cosmos head looks. I'm gonna build a couple things. Yeah. All right. I'll seal it in later on. I was putting the preliminary structures down, so when I come back, there's something to come back to. Know what I mean? Like to have this right over here. Right over here. Yep. Right there. I might use the tires more often. Okay, I'll do this right there. I'll do 1, and then 2, and then I'll insert my crazy old this tire wall I made with lights on it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on going. We can cap it in there. Just like that. Just like that. You see that? Boom, boom, boom. And we'll get this little structure right over here. Gotta put a little picket fence right over here. Bad guys are coming. I have to sort of roll. I'll put a, when in doubt, all you have to do is put a lantern. Check this out. Behold my power. The Myra's kind of difficult. Oh my gosh. Mutated and healed on me. Wonderful. Harvest that DNA. Ragged. Big old beastie. Big old beastie. It was a 3-fer.
Optical sensors calibrated for detection of sparkles.
Sure. I'll come back. I'll build the rest. I guess I could build this wall over here. Alright. I like this wall. This wall's a special wall. Oh yeah. Beautiful. $35. I'll build your workshop. Add me to your server. Wait 3 hours for me to show up. And I'll be mean to you the whole time. I'll say back off. And I'll deny your product at the end if you upset me. Alright. I guess I could build some water up in here. You see, if you give them something to shoot at, I think they will. Them beasties. You see, I'm not using contractor, which reduces the cost of the stuff in half. That's okay. Is Wastelanders recommended for higher level players? You notice the enemies for where you're at are 20 levels higher than me. You should focus on, if you're able to, there's sort of two storylines playing. It's what the humans want for the Wastelanders, and that sort of takes you through the map. You know, it does take you through. It's like a guided tour of the events that you normally would do if there was no Wastelanders. You know? You know. But it's sort of accelerated. And it's at a different speed, and it's a bit too fast taking you through the map. So you should try to focus on everything else besides the Wastelander stuff if you could. All those big beefy side quests that pop up, you do them in the proper order if you could, whatever the proper order might be, because you don't really know yet, you see? It's, just know that the order should take you from Vault 76 down to Flatwoods, up to Morgantown, down to Charleston. But at the same time, it's going to lure you up here to Grafton area, up in the Toxic Valley. And then once you get too close to here, it's going to want you to kind of go to the top of the world, but you don't want to go there yet. The next area is Ash Heap, because it's going to pull you down for the Fire Breather garbage. And then you have the Sisterhood of Secrets Flim Flam at the Riverside Manor, which will take you towards White Spring. Okay? And then as you're getting exposed, you'll have a quest to go down here to Garahan to get your excavator power armor, and then you're kind of exploring all around. So before you move on, just try to explore all these spots. Try to make it a game of you don't want to move on to the next zone until you've unlocked at the very least, all the fast travel points, and maybe trying to take over the workshop a little bit if you're playing in that zone. If you're getting some quests to do stuff in that area, but that's the general flow. And then you move over here, and you'll get a bunch of quests that will take you all throughout the Savage Divide area. From here, boom, 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 while you're doing your dailies, and you're focusing on everything else, bit by bit. But you don't really want to go across the map all of a sudden. You know what I mean? You have no reason to do anything over here yet. So if the Wastelander people want you to go do something, just tell them, well, I'll make it there eventually. I'm brand new here in the wilds, just like you fellas, huh? I have to get out there up in the swamp, waist deep in the flim. It might take me a couple weeks. I hope you'll wait for me, right? It's realistic. It's like the Lewis and Clark expeditions. You're going out there into the brawny flim, doing all kinds of flim flam, and they better not be snapping their fingers waiting for you to show up. You know, what are they doing? Huh? What are they doing besides just waiting for you? So you can make them wait. They're still there right now, doing nothing. That's what they're doing. Yeah. So just, you know, you'll be plenty the right level. If all of a sudden you notice the enemies are way higher level than you, I would say you're doing it wrong. You should be at around the same level of the enemies that you're fighting. Actually, you should be a tiny, tiny, tiny bit higher level than them. Bordering just below them. So just below them and just behind them. Behind their level. So you should be just above the average enemy level that you're fighting. But some enemies should be below you, and there should be a couple enemies that are higher level than you. Because the problem is, let's say that you're level 10, and you're fighting a bunch of level 11s, that's going to be really hard. Because you don't have all level 10 gear. Nobody does, because by the time you get the right gear, you're already leveling up. Let me go over here and break everything down, then leave. So, the point is, if you're level 15, you don't have all level 15 gear, and the enemies that are level 15 are based upon a person that has a perfect level 15 build, which you don't have if you're just hitting level 15, unless you've set it up for yourself by having a second character, blah blah blah. So because of that, you should be fighting enemies just below your level, and they'll feel like they are of the appropriate difficulty. And you'll be leveling up very quickly versus spending half an hour killing 2 enemies and then giving up, and then asking for help, and then you're not making much progress.
Greetings, members. We're detecting a collection of
Yeesh.
vermin that appear to be more than just an eyesore.
Yeah, so try to stay within the zones of your gameplay, and try to knock out all the side quests as they come up, because you get XP for all that garbage. And sometimes you get caps. I think sometimes you get script. You know? Legendary notes, maybe. I don't know. But you get items from time to time, all the time. And sometimes it's a really good item for your level. But if you power leveled and then you came back to that quest, and then you got that item will feel like garbage, versus feeling like, you know, it goes from a treat to some, you know? You have to do the stuff at the appropriate level. Be a good challenge as well, and the gameplay will feel great, and you'll feel the appropriate level of powerful. You know, if you're fighting enemies just at, right below, or right above your level, but not trying to fight a bunch of enemies way above your level and having it take forever to kill. So if you're level 20, it'll take you forever to kill this single enemy. And whenever you do, you go, wow, look all that. I just got myself 160 XP, wow. And you might think it was worth it because the enemies that you're fighting give you less XP or something. Whatever. Enemies are glowing red like this because of the tactical HUD. And this blue light does not hide the enemy, but makes them more visible. Because they are in red and the enemies are, you know, all visible. I've got a hard time here. Over encumbrance issues. Let's try to break a couple things down. And that chess piece. Nobody's fault but mine. Alright. Here we go. This is my build in case you're wondering. These 2 perks here, this one and this one, are shared from some other player. But I'm using all 3 heavy gunner perks and sturdy frame. I gave myself 2 more strength perks. Nathan, this is a bloodied, reduced weight, which is cool, you know, especially for my current build where I'm really hurting on carry weight and bash damage, so it's not all that great. But it's bloodied, so there you go. You know, I would like to have, you know, faster fire rate, limb damage. I still want it to be bloody, but like limb damage, faster fire rate, bloodied would be great. Hey, Mike. But this one's great, though. I keep experimenting with the bash. It's just too slow. It's kind of funny.
Resuming function.
There's a perk to amplify the bash, but it'd be nice if it was a bit faster.
Action required.
Yeah, I'm wondering if martial artist makes you bash faster. That'd be kind of cool. Don't you think it should? Because if that worked, then... And if Incisor works... Yeah, it should be a viable option.
System orientation complete. Signal broadcast active.
That's right.
Target locked. Immediate evacuation required.
Melee weapons should have a bash option because if you're using a sword, you know, you're going shink shink shink, bam. You can get him. You bash him with the butt of your sword there. Run! I had a dream that Washington D.C. was nuked, and I barely made it. Probably because I was watching review of stupid aliens and movies, and they're talking about the aliens and Independence Day being morons, overconfident and everything. Yeah, melee and lag is very frustrating.
Specified hostiles eliminated. Infestation cleared. Thank you for your participation.
Alrighty.
This is Squire Rosen. Thunder Mountain is offline. Repeat, Thunder Mountain is offline. Any brothers with a background in engineering, report to the plant for immediate repairs.
Here we go. He really died from my Plague Walker mutation. Alrighty. Well, Mike, you're saying level 12 ghouls shouldn't stagger you with 8 points in strength? Well, they're certainly not level 1 ghouls. There's that factor. And they are ghouls. And you're not using the perk. So imagine this. Imagine I had 15 points in agility, buffed up to like 40 agility with armor and whatever. And I say, with that much agility, the enemy's hit should be, you know, passing right by me. I mean, I should be just like a slinky. Well, that's why there's a perk called Dodgy. There's an actual perk. And that implies that these things aren't just... There's some natural benefits, but it's like you're a person that didn't know. So imagine you're Superman and not knowing that you have certain powers because you never had the training to develop your heat vision. You know? never developed it. So it doesn't matter if you have the genes for the heat vision or the eyeball size or the whatever. My eyeballs can't melt. How come I can't do laser eyes? Because you haven't done the training. Well, there's no perk that resists staggering, but there is a mod for chest armor. There's a mod for normal armor. It's not a perk. I was just giving other examples. I guess staggering is like a universal thing. I guess, well, if you blocked their hit, they wouldn't have staggered you. That's all. It's because you didn't block them. You know? It's like saying, well, if you blocked them, they wouldn't stagger you. If they never hit you, you know, if they hit you, they're gonna... It's like saying, it doesn't matter how strong you are. If you walk up to Arnold Schwarzenegger as he's standing on one foot blindfolded and you push him, you could be like an 11-year-old can push somebody over. It doesn't matter how strong you are. It's because they pushed you and you didn't block them. Well, I think you should be able to block them. Just block them or don't let them hit you. That's all it is. And it's just a matter of physics. You're made of flim-flam. They weigh so much, you know. You only weigh so much, and they weigh so much, and then they're hitting you, and you're not... You know what I mean? Just imagine this. Imagine I'm walking this way, and my foot's off the ground, and a zombie hits me, and I go, whoa. It's because it hit me. But if I was ready for it, I would plant my feet, turn my foot sideways, put my shoulder down, and go, huh. Right? And that's blocking. Or I would say, whoa, zombie, out of my way. You know? For example, a bull isn't a magical bull. You can kill it with like a handgun. You could stab it right in the eyeball and kill it. But it can still hurt you. It doesn't have to be a level 99 bull. But because of physics and so forth, it's going to run you over. It doesn't have to have laser beams. I don't know. But yeah, there's, I think it's some sort of armor mod that reduces staggering. Let's find out. Let's find out. It's the pneumatic chest armor. It's pneumatic chest armor. So, if you, so it's sort of like a sacrifice. If I actually used it at one point, the pneumatic chest armor mod. You have the dense mod, which prevents all gosh darn explosive damage if you have that plus fireproof 3, and then you have the pneumatic one. Pneumatic one reduces staggering. So if you're fighting a Scorch Beast, one of the most annoying things is a Sonic Blast, especially in the past, and that'll severely reduce the effect from the Sonic Blast. Yeah, so the pneumatic flim-flam. Yeah, staggering's pretty awesome, and that's all you can really do about it. That's why using staggering in PvP is great. No! What in the Husenhausen? Yeah. Yeah, it's the pneumatic whatever. But you see, it's almost not fair. I think we should be able to have more mods because it's either or. And an explosive shotgun with the right mods and everything does you know, explosive and staggering damage, and so does a lot of everything else. You know, any weapon you could have add stagger, I think. Well, the one-gun army gives your heavy weapon, I think, an 11 or 18% stagger chance. And then the Enforcer perk gives you a stagger chance and cripple chance with a shotgun.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Eric. You see, I don't have to sell guns on eBay. Thank you. There might be something like that for power armor as well. I know there's a bunch of stuff. Maybe the ballistic, maybe your ballistic protection prevents a certain amount of stagger. Well, no. All right. I was just trying a different route this time. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo. Hey yo. I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. I'm not throwing away my shot.
All systems nominal.
Hey yo.
Control room. You are clear to restart.
Hey yo, I got a scholarship to King's College. You're rank 50, Dr. Zorbo. Oh, you're behind him by 11 ranks. See, it's exciting for you people. Now you have like something to work towards. All you people.
You are clear to stand down.
In heavy quotation marks. Alrighty. Let me try to break this down. I'm over in Cambrade. Okay, we're taking it over. Alright, I'll come back for the fusion cores. Oh yeah. Done. Done. Let's go back and retake. Gotta retake all the time. And I think some creatures stagger more than others. I think Yaogwai really stagger. Okay. Gotta drop it off.
Life is better since the bombs fell.
Oh boy, look at all these weapons. All the steel. Let me put my Under Armour back on.
How about you stop wasting my time?
They're supposed to be fixing the ammo converter, right? Making it deliver more supplies that transfer, or you could work in higher bulk numbers. Okay, we're done here.
I think there's a real spark between Rose and me. What are you looking at?
Okay, we're done here. Boom, 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 all the way around. What's new? Okay. Let's go over here to this Fisher site, kill the Scorch Beast, and then go up to the Red Rocket Megastop. That's right. We're heading up to the Red Rocket Megastop there, Maria. Okay, let me take off these perks. Boom, boom. Give me your weapons. I wish to break them down. Wonderful. Let me collect all the goods. Get some ultracite as I go around, you know, some brain fungus. I could sell everything, I could eat everything. Everything's worthy of my claim. Until it ain't. Up and around we travel. Some funky old brain fungus. Bloatfly gland. Guano. I was just watching a documentary about bats. Man, some of those bats are terrible. I was watching a video of this bat that is listening to the surface of the water and then plucks the fish out and just eats it. Eats 12 fish a night. Extraordinary. Okay. We're heading over here to these pumpkins. And a few ticks. Okay, we're heading back. Have to enter that nerd rage zone so you can run faster. Done.
There. Yes, I remember you. Kindly fetch me some pumpkins to carve.
I will. Got him.
You there, as usual.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you for the money. That was worth my time. That's going to take me like 2 weeks to get the head and the mod for the head, and same thing for the chest for T65. So still have to work towards it, but once I get that, I'll be regrinding all of my equipment to get better versions of everything. But once I get, you know, the best version of everything, you know, just that becomes a true end game. I mean, I'll have done everything. There's still more work to do. It's a very persistent tick. Over encumbered again. Shoot the shelf down. It's funny. Hey Ryan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for buying a virtual weapon from eBay. It really is interesting. I guess that is an industry where you could just make money like that. As long as people are willing to buy items in a video game through a website. I mean, there's usually third-party websites that specialize in that, where they serve as the broker between people. But then those websites are taken down. But you can't take down eBay, apparently. Go. About to break all this down in just a moment. There it is. Thank you for paying me. I'll build my structures right here. And like I said, I'll come back for the defenses. It takes so much longer to capture somebody else's workshop. Okay, this is going right here. Oh, cool. I have the limbs for the T-65 right now, the arms and legs. The head and chest are protocol, or the prototype armor. Do I get bored doing workshops? No. No. Think of the workshop as an essential part of the game, because once you take them over, it's free fast travel, at the very least. Along with some freebie resources, and you get the feeling of taking over the map. There's lots of reasons that you're doing it, you know. You should be doing it. If you're not server hopping, you should be doing it. That's all. That's all. Break down this garbage real quick. It's dangerous to have junk at a workshop. Be shot in the back. I am using Scrapper right now, so we're in good shape. Alright, we're going to keep on working our way around the world. Let's go straight down to Grafton. It's a short jump. Yeah. What's the point in fast travel if you already have all the workshops? Because there are things that happen all across the map. And there's farming areas all across the map, and these places respawn every half an hour. You know what I mean? So, for example, at the abandoned bog town, every time I teleport back there, I then clear through the town proper. There's a bunch of mutants there, level 68. Then I go down the river, up towards the the General Steakhouse, and over there to the Fisher site. So it's a reason to go there for free every half an hour, and or so, you know. And it's resources, so you go back for free for resources, and while you're there, you can kind of skirt around the area, you know. It's like for example, once you own this spot, you walk right outside to kill the Grafton monster. And it pays you. There's 20 caps or so on that Grafton monster with oil and acid. You know what I mean? This one is right next to the Grafton Dam for the Mad Dog Malone event that happens all the time. And, you know, these things are... This one's all by itself, but it's right next to the resource route. You know what I mean? And, these things serve a purpose. People have this trend of building garbage on the ground, and they could just build real structures. I don't know what they're doing. Just building a bunch of garbage here, there, everywhere on the ground. It's crazy. To avoid getting bored, I'm always refining my build. I don't stay in some sort of OP state for too long. I'm always trying to find a way to modify or enhance my build. Like today, I modified my build again. You know what I mean? I'm always trying to find a way to enhance it. To shift it. Bop it. Turn it. Flip it. In the process, I'm learning. Whoa. Oh, mercy, mercy me. Oh, things ain't what they used to be. Oh no. I'll come back for the rest. Yeah, buddy. Absolutely. Positively. Wonderful. Okay, I'll come back. I'll come there later on. I take over all the unowned spots first, and then I take over all the owned spots. I give them a chance to play the game and get their resources for like an hour before I take it over, so they can't complain. At that point, it doesn't matter what level they are. I mean. Yeah. That is typically the sound of PvP. That right there is the music of PvP. Oh boy. What build did I go through in my early gameplay? Well, it's posted on the internet. But, you know, I had excavator armor on and a two-handed weapon, like some sledgehammer melee situation. And I had a rifle build. I had a nice handmade I was using for a while, non-automatic. And I had an arm build with a meat hook before I found out about that being the weapon that is the only one that counts with these extra buffs. I was using it because I liked it. And then I moved on. I was doing throwing weapons for a while, throwing knives and tomahawks, and a hunting rifle situation. I've done power armor off and on, heavy weapons off and on. I had explosive, you know, I was using the crushing blow for a while. You know, like a grenade launcher, an automatic grenade launcher I was using was pretty impressive, but it's so loud, you know. Different, I was using an axe for a long time. That's sort of my thing, a little bit. Different flavors. Okay, I'm gonna quickly raise my health. Build something right in the back. Oh yeah. Was building a couple things. I'll come back. What is wrong with people? They're wasting so much time building a bunch of garbage. It's like a meta. I just mentioned this, didn't I? People, they waste so much time building all these nonsense little garbage things that serve no purpose when you could have it serve a purpose. And I can't have it here.
Nuclear strike imminent.
Cannot have it here.
Please exit the area at your earliest convenience.
Gross.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, no, they're not just getting their score. It's a thing that people do. There's too much here for the score. It's a thing that people do. I mean, it serves a purpose. The creatures are drawn to certain things. They're drawn to the water pumps, they're drawn to power, they're drawn to lights, you know, and they're trying to attract the enemies and have them get all caught up in a big old cluster and just stay here chewing on nonsense. I know what they're doing. It's, you know, they've always done this, even before it was a score thing. People just build a bunch of garbage on the ground. Or whatever. Well, goody FX, the mobs are attracted to anything, including scarecrows. So, in other words, you could use anything to attract an enemy like a scarecrow. I don't think the scarecrow attracts them any more than any other thing. They're attracted to anything. So, if you build some sort of structure, that's why I build certain things, it serves multiple purposes. So, for example, building something like this, there's many quote-unquote scarecrows. That's what all those objects are. This right here is a scarecrow. Mole rats will definitely, maybe, stop. If there's nothing else, they'll stop right there and attack that pumpkin until it's dead. Okay? This right here is a good scarecrow. It's almost invisible. The enemies will stop, and it looks like a decoy person. This right here is a scarecrow. You know? Oh boy. You know, that's a scarecrow. What can I do with that, sucker? What's going to do about that, sucker? You want to do another? Yeah. See? Scarecrow. That's why it's nice to have a bunch of stuff. Okay, my work is done here. Let's move on. Ride. Ride them in. Ride them in. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, anything's a scarecrow. You can get creative with it. There's all kinds of stuff. That's why they put stuff there, because but it's just in a big old cluster. It's part of what, you know. It's for the daily as well, but it's counting certain things, not other things, but it's just a common trend. People put a bunch of water purifiers in one spot, all clustered up together. Or, sorry, water pumps, usually. I think there's certain items that maybe have a higher durability, and they've read into the files and they realize that for some reason, perhaps the water pump just happens to have more health than other objects. There's reasons why people do these things. That's interesting. Same reason why they do this stack of fire right here, because the creatures are going to want to shoot this. I think they're drawn towards certain things. I didn't build this though, of course. Do I think they'll start a new season right after this one? No, there'll be a break. I think they even announced it. Alright, let's leave here. I don't want to be associated with that place. I just want to... This is just an important phase right now where I'm capturing a bunch of different workshops across the map. Let's lower down my life. And let's try to get myself some spoiled food or something up on that hot bar. Because I'm starving right now. Good thing I'm an herbivore. Bring my life down to 20% with my dirty water. I'm good to go. Another Nuka Cherry. And we ride. Ride. And done. I'm just building down my basic structures. No defenses right now. I'll build the defenses later on. Just building the house, the collectron station, the workbenches. There's acid in the bloatfly glands, and I believe the proboscis also has acid. Ride them in. Everywhere. Let's first get the resource online, and I'll move this as far back as possible. There's a copper node here. Oh boy. All right. Okay. Higher and higher. Serves as a wall. The other staircase. Different stairs have different profiles. Alrighty.
I think there's a brief spot between Rose and me.
so dangerous. I don't like to have this entryway facing just the wild blue yonder. So I have to put some sort of obstruction right in front of where the door is. Okay. There we are. And there we are. And there we are. And then I'll put the tire wall right over here. High tire wall. Boom. And then one more fence or something. Perfect. And then we'll get a little fancy poo right over here. A little fancy poo right over here. There we go. Get a small fence. Put a little lamp over here. There we go. Done. I have to kill this. Alrighty, and now I'm gonna go all the way down to the Charleston landfill. Baby steps. Cost caps to travel across this map. I am level 984. Yeah. Alright, we're taking it over. I'm taking it right on over. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Got it. All right, done. I'll go right on over to Billings Homestead by way of Silva to get the corn and the razor grain. Right now I'm just really consuming spoiled vegetables right now. Yeah. Thank you for everything. Okay. So it all adds up, you know. Everything's going nice and swimmingly well.com, you know, everything's nice and well there, Junior. I hope your night's going well as well. Sure.
Hey, oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Junior. And thank you. Thank you so much. I'm smiling deep inside. I'm a serious wastelander adventurer. You think I'll be smiling inside this power armor right now? You think I'm smiling inside this power armor? This is dirty work. Dirty work braving these lands, getting these supplies, putting them in better hands. Yeah. And boom. Now there's a workbench right over here I could break this stuff down at. Yeah, hey Mike, I was gonna buy that game. Hey Mike, yes, Grounded. I just don't have the money right now. It's early release. I was looking at games on Steam and it costs like $28. And I'm gonna totally play that game. Would you want to see me stream that game? That Honey, I Shrunk the Kids survival game with giant 100-foot tall spiders and so forth? Yeah. Oh, Mike, if you want to buy it for me, wink. All you have to do is go on right on down to Steam. Wink, and in Steam, whenever you go to buy the game, it'll say buy it for yourself or gift it. And if you gift it, I'll totally stream it today. I'll totally stream it today. I saw it. It looks like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Here, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. You're on Steam? I'm on Steam as well. Gooboberti is the name. You see? Rounded. Rated T for teen. It has pretty cool graphics. There's people streaming it right now. You see? People are streaming it right now on Steam. Look, you're like making little situations. The graphics look pretty darn awesome. And from the makers of Cyberpunk 2077 comes Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with amazing graphics, ant bugs, and look at this stuff here. Look at that. Look at that beast. He's ornery. Don't you want to see me stream this game? Yeah. It has Fortnite-style building. One day I'll climb that tree. One day I'll get a haircut. Yeah, game preview. It's already reactive world. Explore this immersive and persistent world where the insect life reacts to your actions. Shelter and tools are critical to your survival. Build epic bases to protect you and your stuff from the insects and the elements. And craft weapons, tools, and so forth. Online co-op. Together online, up to 3 friends. Huh? Alright. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how it works. But you could try. Once you get to the screen, it'll ask you, but the name is Gooboberti. Yes, PhoenixEmperor.com. This is Fallout 76. I was just looking at a Steam game. There's an early access for a game called Grounded. I'll stream that. After this. But we're only 3 hours into this, you know what I mean? And this is going to be like an 8-hour stream. Or whatever. Look at what people are building. Don't you understand? It's what people do now. A bunch of garbage protecting the wall. They think it's good to do. Will I stream Cyberpunk? I don't know if the game might be too mature. I imagine there's going to be some pretty raunchy cutscenes. You know what I mean? I imagine that's the game that's going to have just endless cutscenes. Well, I'll put the controller down. Time to watch another cutscene. Man, I love this game. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, GTA 5 is full of cutscenes. Full of them, you know what I mean? Like, most of the game is cutscenes telling you what to do next. This little animation where you don't do anything. It's like a movie. I don't do the Queen. Phoenix Emperor. Alright, we're done here. Moving on. Rawhide. Ride them in. I'll go all the way down to Beckley. Oh yeah. You know, there might be just... That's why I'm not streaming GTA 5, even though GTA 5 is a pretty fun game to stream. You have lots of fun. Well, it's because of the mature themes. There's prostitution, there's humans and everything, and there's you're murdering civilians and cops. I don't like killing cops. I don't want to glamorize killing cops, you know. So I don't want to play a game where you're killing cops and having fun doing it. That's also why I'm not doing The Division. It's a bunch of, you know, thug killing in the streets. It's too realistic. And the loading times on GTA 5 are too long. Otherwise, I would be streaming out on the side because it's a very popular thing to do. And it's very fun. And you can have fun with all kinds of mods and everything. You can do mods, you can do GTA Online, and it has a pretty nice online world. It's just, it's so weird. It's just a weird world, you know? Well, here's the problem. I can't resist not picking up the prostitutes. I have to pick up the prostitutes, people. Yeah. I don't know which one of these are you. There. Mike? I don't know which one of these are you. Oh boy. Are you one of these humans? Oh gosh. Oh boy. Are you Jugi? Are you OE squared Erichian? Are you Puff Evan? Oh, Mike, you have to enter the friend code. So my friend code is 541-570-52, okay? So, I guess. I don't know how it works, but go ahead and enter my friend code. Enter my friend code now. Shazam, Shazam, Shazam. Or try searching for your friend. Now. I would love to stream that game. In fact, what I could do is, since you are doing this thing for me... Oh, Eric, there you go. Yeah, man.
Hey, oh my gosh, thank you.
Look, I thoroughly respect law enforcement, okay? It's heroic and selfless, especially now. It was before, but especially now, being spat upon, assassinated. It's terrible. You have one of the hardest jobs ever. I would say it's harder than being like a soldier, because you have to enforce the law in civilian land, you know, against really dangerous people that could murder everybody around them. But you have to be really nice about it. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. In the military, you're allowed to do certain things, and everybody knows that, and it says stay back 50 feet, otherwise boom boom boom. You know? Oh yeah, but Tyrone, you're saying it's just a game. Not everyone is America. Look at your YouTube name.
Oh, yes.
Look at your YouTube name. Why do you have your YouTube name like that? You crazy? My point is, it's hard to be a cop. Oh my gosh. And it's a pretty awesome thing. And it's a pretty important thing. Without them coppas, we'd be in trouble. It's just a name. Your name is Tyrone-Sama, the killer of SJW scum, and you're telling me, blah blah blah, stop talking about that. Your name is literally some political message. Yeah. Oh, you're saying that GTA 5 is just a game. I know it's just a game. And I know, but it's subtle. Ooh boy. I know it's weird that I'm not doing it for that reason. I know. It's just a game. I know it's just a game. Oh, and thank you, Eric. I think that, well, in reality, it's too mature themed. It really is a difference, okay? That really is the reason. This is a long-term thing about money, Tyrone.com. Because in the end, if they ever do want to put some hammer down, this game, at least you're killing monsters. You're not killing people, you're killing monsters. In other games, well, there's sometimes people, but it's usually for some vaguely justified reason. It's not just wild chaos, the game. You know, there is that reason. You know, it's a bit too mature from a professional standpoint. And this channel is PG. I don't say bad words. I say flim-flam. I don't say bad words, and I try to nip the bad words in the bud. You know what I mean? So it's a sort of a family-friendly situation, and there's all kinds of bad stuff in that world of GTA 5. And, you know, it's... And it really is because it has a terrible loading time. I think if the loading times were a bit better, it wouldn't be a problem. I'd be robbing people and whatever the heck it is. Doesn't really matter. Hands up, give me your money, ha ha ha. No big deal, give me I ran you over, no big deal. It's not a problem. But the loading times are pretty terrible, because sometimes games crash, and then if you're doing a GTA 5 stream and then the game crashes, you have to wait forever to load back up. I guess you could do an intermission at that time. I guess I could do it sometime. I'm just letting you know my feelings about it. You know, ain't nothing wrong about killing gigantic rat roaches or big old green mutant monsters. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like a PG channel. It's a culmination of reasons, but I'm letting you know that it would be a good thing to stream, and I would have fun. I like GTA 5, and I like the mods. I think the mods are pretty funny, and you know, it's, oh no, I got a 5-star rating. The cops are using tanks now. Ha! Helicopters, I'm getting them. You know, it's all make-believe and whatever. I know. The enemies in this game sometimes swear. They use bad language sometimes. Yeah. Well, see, Red Dead Redemption is different because those aren't real people. It's really different when it's a different time period, you know what I mean? When it's like, so, if you're killing a bunch of random Romans, so hey, if you're playing Assassin's Creed and you go backwards in time, you know, like a bunch of years, and you're killing a bunch of random people, that's different. It really is a little different, because they're almost caricatures, you know? Versus just going to New York City or something. Yeah, the humans say stuff. I've heard them say some pretty nasty stuff sometimes, and it's shocking because they don't always do it. It's shocking and terrible. I think the Blood Eagles say it sometimes. I think the Blood Eagles say it because the Mothmen all say weird mystical stuff. And the Standard Raiders, I think they've cussed a couple times during dialogue. Just once or twice. Yeah. Because let's say I get into some argument on Twitter someday and a person says, look at you. You spend all day killing people in that one game. And I say, no, man, they're 15-foot tall bugs. Look, it's a fog crawler. It's not a real person. What are you talking about? I'm using a laser weapon. But if it's, you know, like playing The Last of Us, like streaming The Last of Us is kind of weird to me. I wouldn't stream that game because you're killing a bunch of people in horribly visceral ways. For a justified reason, I'm sure. But in the end, you're killing a pregnant woman by stabbing her in the neck. For a justified reason. You're not killing a monster or some... The people here, they sort of deserve it. You're almost doing them a favor. They're all diseased and, you know, all of them have killed people, I think. I think all the people here have killed people. They're not just some average person going about their business and you punch them in the back of the head and steal their money and then drive over their body, which happens every 3 seconds in GTA 5. So, you know, if you could think about the coolest sort of clip in GTA 5, that's not very marketable. The coolest clip in here is a 3 scorch beasts and blows up and blah 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 blah. There'll be, you know, a bunch of humans dying. A bunch of humans dying in some chaotic, realistic fashion. Here's a clip of you murdering a bunch of people in a realistic fashion versus killing a bunch of monsters or something. Or even if it's like a Mad Max scenario, everyone has skulls painted on their face and spikeses coming out of their shoulders and everything, and I'm a monster. It's okay at that point. But if they're saying, hi there, how's it going, good morning, pow, and you get them, that's bad. And it is satisfying. You walk because of freedom. There's a freedom in being able to do, and it's irresistible. You know? I would say the urge to murder random people in GTA 5 is really super duper irresistible. You're walking down the sidewalk and you don't punch the person in front of you in the back of the head. You don't do that. You don't just shoot them with a shotgun for no reason. Why not? And you escape and then have the cops chase you and then you hide out for 3 seconds and do it again. That's the whole thing. You commit some atrocity, some hilarious, overwhelming atrocity in public, and then you get away. And the cops chase you, and you go on the highway, and they're chasing you forever, and then you kill the cops, and then you keep on hiding, and that's what the game is on repeat. With other people. It's that with other people involved. You know. But this has a better, you know, lesson to it. There's survival, which I think is applicable. I think there's lessons that could be applied to reality after playing this game for a while. You know, even if you don't know what you're doing, you know that you have to do something. You can't just go out there and do it. You have to get an assessment of your scenario, get your bearings, and start collecting certain stuff and prepare for the future. It's not just execution. Yeah. You could play GTA 5 and have it be real boring by just hunting animals and racing cars and not breaking any laws and let yourself get arrested. The second one cop stops you, you just pull over to the side and let yourself get arrested. Is what you should do. You know what I mean? Don't you think? If you get a 1 star, you should drive to the nearest cop and pull over and just wait for it to say busted. That's how it should be. GTA 6 should have it just like that, where, you know, where you're encouraged to pull over. Pull over! You're encouraged to stop resisting. But all that we do know, Mr. Everybody, is that this game here is surefire, A-OK, hotmoneybusiness.com. It's good. It's real good. But, are you on my friend list there, Mike, yet? Or just these random weirdos? What was your name again there, Mike? xmicrobrewx.com. Do I write .com, Mike? microbrewx.com. You don't exist. Well, I gave you my code. You added me? You found me? You found me? I don't see ya. Are you here? Maybe you have some other weird alias besides that you're not aware of. Are you even online? Who even knows? Okay, let's go get this cricket. But yeah, you know how I do an 8-hour stream and then a 4-hour stream? If you... Well, I don't know. You said you added me. If you are able to do that gifting thing, it should show up. It should say nope, or it should say yep. And if it does do yep, there you go. If it does do yep, I'll stop this game right at the 4-hour mark and swap over to the grounded game. You know what I mean? So, normally I do an 8-hour stream and then a 4-hour stream. So I could act like this is the 4-hour stream, and then I could do 4 hours of grounded, and then come back to 4 hours of Fallout 76. So, that's what I could do. Nicholas, this game is not cross-play, and there's an issue. I think it's Microsoft is having a problem. They're a bunch of weirdos. Alright, clear out these workshops. Alright. Yeah, I think it will be in the future. I think having a game be cross-play really saves it because you have this everlasting community full of people.
Hello. Hooray! Hoorah! You're here now, and I couldn't be happier.
Are you able to find me, Mike? You said that your name is whatever. Can you type in your code? Did you type in my code? I gave you my stupid friend code number. Give me your stupid friend code number. If you give me your stupid friend code number, it'll work out. And then we could do the thing. Yep. I plan on streaming it. You found me twice. Okay, have you tried to send the gift? I'm sure it'll show up magically. Send me a message. Send me a darn message. Imam Simeon. Send me a message. Oh, there you are. Found it. Is this you with the question mark face? This is you, right? I'm sending you a message. Fart, fig, new gun. There it goes. There it is. I sent you a fart fig. Did you get a fart fig? Yeah, so I'll be streaming, perhaps, wink wink, nudge, ribcage nudge. I'll be streaming Grounded, the Rick Moranis extravaganza, starring Rick Moranis. And Rick Moranis. Starring Rick Moranis. Hey Cortana. Show me ridiculous pictures of Rick Moranis. Moranis. I want ridiculous pictures of Rick Moranis. What? What? Starring Rick Moranis as the Keymaster in Rick Moranis Wins. This was one of the highest grossing movie stars in the late 80s. Believe it or not, one of the highest grossing movie stars. A comedic extravaganza. You wouldn't believe it, would you? He was in Ghostbusters. He was in Spaceballs. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He was in Little Shop of Horrors, starring that other guy. I do hate Obsidian. I hate Obsidian so much that I'm not going to spend my own money. We have to, I'm not supporting Obsidian, I'm supporting Rick Moranis. He's he stopped making movies and he became a game designer. He was hired by Obsidian Technology. Hey Cortana, how long has Rick Moranis worked for Obsidian? See, he's worked for Obsidian since it says it right here, since right there. You see, boom. He was a lead designer in the Grounded game, and he's broke. He's been with Obsidian since 1983. Thank you, Mike. Since 1983, at their foundation. He was one of the co-founders of Obsidian, and he actually helped develop many aspects of I think it was New Vegas and a couple other titles that you may not have heard of. A couple flagship titles that never got off the ground, but he's one of the visionaries. They use him for his writing, for his comedic timing. What's that long, weird blue circle, Sora? Eye tracking. In a world of eye tracking, there's eye tracking. And there's... Oh, yeah. Everybody in the place, get on the floor. It's about to get real. Yeah. Play it now. Make some room. Why are you only 4 gigabytes? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. That might be just a starter. Yeah. There we go. Right now I'm downloading some file. Thank you so much, Mike. Have yourself a perspirated Zagnet. A pre-perspirated. For your pleasure. I think it's a demo. I think it's a demo. Since when? Grounded's early access is live and you can explore the backyard. It's just early access, so it's very small. It's very small. I get it. I get it. I get it. Explore the backyard. 4 gigabytes of fun. Oh no, the world's ending. Well, let me pause this right here. Since Mike was so generous and purchased the game grounded for me, I will now be washing my hands of Fallout 76, burning it to the ground, and writing a scathing review of the product. And it'll be my campaign for the next 2 weeks to get people to stop playing Fallout 76. And I'm going to convert all of my assets over to Obsidian stock as of probably when the opening bell chimes. I'll contact my people, and they'll do their acquisitions and mergers and so forth. But I'll contact Rick Moranis and let him know it's on. I'm joking. I'm just going to try it out, you know. Mike was such a good person to have donated the product that I have to stop what we're doing right now and come right back with some grounded action by way of technology found in your everyday home. Burning it to the ground. My review, in short, don't waste your time. I spent 4.5 thousand hours in this game, and in the end, where'd it get me? Happy? I would say at least half of that time I was happy. For at least 2,000 hours of that time, but the rest of it... Was I happy? Yes, I guess you could say I was happy the whole time, but how happy was I? So, I'll get the lemonade ready, I'll finish the download, and I'll shift her on over to a rounded live stream at 10:10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 10:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be back at 10:30 p.m. because, you know, if I said 10:10, there'd be like zero time at all to do what I have to do. So I'll be back at 10:30 p.m. California time. And I just noticed this whole time good. Just so you know, I made up all that stuff about Rick Moranis having any involvement in anything video game. Hey Cortana, what time is it in Australia?
It's 2:57 p.m. in Canberra.
Okay, so 3:30 p.m. in Canberra. I'll be back in basically half an hour, so catch you in a little bit. Thank you again, Mike, and goodbye, everyone. Nazvadanya, have a great day, and vote red.